we are all united in the fact that North Korea will not be accepted as a nuclear power. The rhetoric that we're hearing from North Korea is simply unacceptable by any standard.
North Korea is clearly a problem, but Iran is the immediate threat. He's probably sent a thank you note to Kim Jong-un to say, thanks for all the attention on you. I'm going to keep enriching uranium.
Quoting from the unclassified portion, which I believe has not yet been made public, they say, quote, DIA assesses with moderate confidence the North currently has nuclear weapons capable of delivery by ballistic missiles. However, the reliability will be low.
Obviously, the North Koreans have tested nuclear weapons, and they have developed some missile technology. What they have not done is demonstrate a capacity to, a capability to deploy a nuclear-armed missile, attach a warhead to a missile and fire it.
Why, in talking to people today in Washington, most people say they don't think it's real. They don't think it's that he would do it. Does he have the capability, though, is a separate issue, Brett, and that they seem to agree it's likely.
I don't think that the first launch, that the problem with what could be what you were talking about, the first launch of a nuclear-tipped missile in the history of mankind, that the problem is embarrassment. I mean, this is hair-raising stuff. I think it was not supposed to have been made public. If you looked at the face of the chairman of the Joint Chiefs when that question was answered, it looked as if he wanted to be in Chicago at that moment. That this was not expected. But what it tells you is how little we know. And in a way, kind of looking back to Iraq, where this administration and Democrats have been talking about the Bush administration lying about intelligence or tilting it or making it political. Look how this administration is now trying to undo any political implications of what was clearly a finding of the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Administration, that the Kim could actually have an atomic warhead on that missile. And the scary part is Obama has been assuring the Israelis and the world, you don't have to worry about Iran, because even if it develops the enriched uranium, the matching it, the marrying it to a missile is a different step. We will know about it and we will preempt. And now they are saying that with North Korea, we may not even have any idea that they have done this, and we were assured for years that there wasn't anything of that sort. That means there's no way that we can trust our intelligence on how close Iran is today.
Every week, viewers vote for your choice online in this, our Friday Lightning Round. And this week, Mitch McConnell office bug won with 32% of the votes. Take a listen.
I had no intention for them to get in trouble. Obviously, I knew they would.
They directly admitted to you that they tape recorded Senator McConnell and his campaign aides in those campaign headquarters.
They told me they were there. They told me they were in the hallway. They have a recording. So, you know, you can draw your own conclusion.
Okay, that's Jacob Conway, a Democratic official from Jefferson County, and he came forward and has been cooperating with the FBI and has named this Sean Riley as one of the people who taped Mitch McConnell's aides talking about strategy, political strategy. What about this story as it continues to get, well, kind of weird? We're back with the panel. Charles.
Well, the conclusion I draw is that there is overwhelming evidence of a crime here. Kentucky is a one-party state, meaning if one of the parties is recording something being said between them and he knows about it, it's legal. If neither does, it is illegal. The logic is if it's your employee and you hired him and you're somehow in control of him or you know him, then you're responsible if he turns on you. But if it's somebody outside who was not in the room, that's a crime. And it looks as if a crime occurred. If it did, I hope they go to jail.
Okay. Political comebacks after sex scandal. We've got a couple brewing here. Mark Sanford down in South Carolina. And now we have Anthony Weiner apparently running for mayor in New York.
Well, I think given what we know about the mores of the country at large and the sort of crisis of infidelity, it's not surprising to me at all that Americans are very forgiving when they have public officials who have been caught in one or another bad situations.
That America loves a redemption story. I mean, and there's a total void in the New York mayoral race. Weiner actually has a better shot than Sanford, but you just have to think, you know, so it's a great narrative, redemption. That's the only way to explain.
You're both wrong. It's none of our business. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear about it after Clinton and Barney Frank scandal and all of that in our history. Anybody, I think, is sort of be private stuff. And the one person I hope who gets this behind him who does have a second act is David Petraeus.
Winners and losers. Winner and then loser.
The winner is the Obama budget, which is a sham and a fraud. It's tax and spend, but it's been spun, and the media has swallowed all that it's a great concession on entitlements. The loser is the U.S. intelligence community, which looks scarily clueless and comically divided over an unbelievably important issue. Does a lunatic in Pyongyang have a nuke that he can deliver tomorrow? And they have no idea.
This has been a Sunfish production.